You ever wonder what it's like living out in the wild, completely off-grid? No phones, no neighbors, no help, just you and the trees. Sounds peaceful, right? That's what I thought, until I met the things that roam out there. These are my stories. Believe them, or don't. But I survived them. Story 1. The Humming Silence. I moved into a cabin deep in the Rockies. Solar power, well water, no signal. First few nights were quiet. Too quiet. Then one evening, I heard this humming. Not human, not mechanical. It came from the trees, low, vibrating. I stepped outside and it stopped. Dead silence. Next night, I heard it again, closer, and I swear the forest was breathing. Every time I shined my light, it went quiet, like it knew. The fourth night, I woke to the sound of footsteps on my porch. I grabbed my rifle, opened the door. Nothing. But the air was humming like a tuning fork inside my skull. I turned, and there it was, at the tree line. Pale, featureless face, no eyes, no mouth, just skin. And it tilted its head at me like it was curious. I fired. The thing didn't move. I ran back inside, barricaded the door. All night I heard it walking circles around the cabin, humming. At dawn, it was gone, but my well was dry. My solar panels, smashed. I hiked out and never looked back. But sometimes late at night I still hear it, humming. Story 2. The Hollow Lights. I was living out near the border of Alaska. Dark, cold, and quiet. One night I noticed lights in the trees, not fire, not flashlight. They floated and pulsed. I followed them, thinking maybe it was a drone or hikers. But they led me miles out into the woods. The trees got thicker, the air colder. I realized I couldn't hear anything. Not my breath, not my footsteps. Total sensory dead zone. The light stopped above a clearing. In the center was a hole, perfectly round. No sound came from it, but I felt it pulling. Not wind, more like gravity. And then I saw them, faces, dozens of them, just under the ground, staring upward, mouths open like they were screaming. But silent. I backed away, and the lights shot upward, fast, into the clouds. The hole collapsed, and the forest roared back to life. I never saw those lights again. But something about the sky out here doesn't feel right anymore. Story 3. The Thing in the Snow. This one's hard to talk about. I was snowed in for weeks, no way out. Cabin near the Yukon. One night I heard knocking, not at the door, from underneath the cabin. I checked the crawl space. Nothing. But the knocking kept coming every night, always between 3:12 and 3:15, precise. Then I saw footprints, bare human footprints in 30-degree snow. They circled the cabin, no start point, no end. Just there. I set up a camera trap. What it caught still keeps me up. A thing, bent backwards, moving on all fours, face dragging across the snow. No eyes, no mouth. Same thing as the Rockies, but wronger. It stopped under the cabin, looked straight up at the lens, and smiled. No mouth, but it smiled. Next morning the camera was gone. I left that same day on snowshoes. Didn't take anything, not even the dog. Just ran. And still, I see its tracks, even in places where there's no snow. Off-grid living is supposed to mean freedom, solitude, peace. But there are things out here older than our cities, and hungrier than our wildest fears. So if you ever hear a knock, or see a light, or feel like you're not alone in the trees, don't go looking. Just run.